Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, welcome everybody to the Morning Dish, where we get everything straightened out after Pat and Harry, the bonehead, screw it all up. Good morning, Pat. How are you, brother?
Screw you, Stephen.
I see you're in a good mood.
Hey, you start off throwing me under the bus, you get it back. That's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just.
You're not sorry.
Yeah, Lord.
You're like the guy from the TikTok things or Reese's. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna start reading all the. Comments, like
Oh yeah.
Stupid
You don't have enough reinforcements in the studios. Read the comments too. Yeah.
Oh, you're insulting Pet Rocks, they said. How's Loophole?
Loophole's good, man. He's happy on this Thursday morning. A little chilly, dry, but chilly.
Yeah. Yeah, we got our bling bling on here. We got Topper with us.
Hello.
He drove his Jaguar and took up 2 spots outside. I was going to call 911 report.
Well, I parked next to you. You know, I was kind of like, you're going to go whip it in there in that truck, smash the side of it. I'm like, I need you to scoot over.
Hey, I guess sometimes you got to keep up. You learn something new every day. I did not realize that SNAP was actually food stamps.
Yeah.
So there's no food stamps anymore. It's called SNAP.
Correct. Well, it's not piphysical stamps anymore. It's a debit card. That doesn't make sense.
You never seen people use this before?
Yeah. Like in 40-pound bags of dog food and beer. Yeah, I see it all the time. Yeah.
Not the beer anymore. Not anymore.
Why didn't they change the name though? I mean, that's the thing. I guess it's because it's like, rednecks like me. It's like, what is SNAP? I thought
you never heard that expression. Oh snap!
Yeah.
Oh snap!
It sounds
That's
better.
what we're talking about.
Sounds better. I don't know. Looks like them Democrats, if they so worried about the SNAP business, they'd vote the government to restart where they could send them checks out. And Harry's in here. He's like, well, the Democrats come up with a plan to pay the SNAP benefits, but the Republicans voted it down. Are we right about that?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Democrats just keep kicking it down the road. They don't make decisions. That supplemental funding that they were doing was BS.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a good reason that was voted down.
Well, they knew it when they put it out there, but the whole thing, I'm like, well, I'm okay with not doing that. I'd rather fund the military. Oh, I'm sure you had. So who'd you rather fund? The military that keeps us safe?
Military, TSA.
Or the SNAP people
ATC.
that sucks every dime out of your paycheck every week?
Exactly.
Which one? Everybody got quiet on that.
No, well, I mean, there's air traffic controllers, which you need at work every once in a while to make sure you take off and land
the major
safely.
Airlines, check this out. The major airlines are actually providing food to the air traffic controllers because they're not getting a lot of their pay. And so they are actually effectively subsidizing that for ATC right now to help them eat.
Good for them, man.
Help the poor air traffic controllers eat.
Well, my point is, we work in coordination together. That's a symbiotic relationship. And they're out there. Those are our partners, basically. And they're out there not getting paid.
Yeah.
And so, the big airlines are helping them out.
Yeah. I like that. Well, who's that country music star said, please buy all my CDs because I need new tires for my plane. They get a little thin out there.
That's right after he gave the sermon on Sunday saying he needed the new jet.
That's right. Yeah. What was that guy? Wasn't it Cleflo Dollar?
I remember that dude.
Yeah. Golly. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, and just like you say, there's a lot of folks riding these things that don't need on him. Now would be a good time to start I guess drug testing. But that'd be a good thing. Well, y'all against that drug testing?
I ain't against it.
There aren't many in our area since both Georgia and North Carolina have work requirements for SNAP benefits.
What kind of work requirements?
You got to work at least 20 hours a week, or you got to go to school at least 20 hours a week, or you got to be in a training class for a new skill, for a new employment skill.
So if you could work 20 hours a week, why can't you work 40 hours a week?
Oh, Stephen.
Or 45 hours a week.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, if you can do 20, why not do 40?
80.
80. That's what we're doing. 80.
100.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy.
But when I was working at the recording studio, man, I used to work about 100 hours a week at the recording studio. And then I realized that, if I become a lawyer, I could get better hours So I became a lawyer and I worked 80 hours instead of 100. So much easier, so much better.
So what do we got an update on the sheriff? I mean, I'm not following this. I'm sorry. I need to be, I guess, more than what I am. But okay, so he's actually going to court now. Is that what we're looking at? Is that what the report is, Pat? What we got? What we know? Is he going?
Right now we're waiting for a new court date now.
Yeah,
but they moved it to the top of the list or something, like it's going to be within the next couple of weeks or so. Am I right about that? Or
I think they're looking at getting an expedited date so that they can do it in the context of the 60 plus the 30-day suspension that the governor can do.
right.
I think they want a resolution out of the judiciary before that expires.
so then what happens? Okay, so we go to court, and then he beats this. Does he go back in as sheriff or what?
Yeah, if he beats it, if the jury says he's innocent.
Okay, so but now, okay, he's got loophole. Help me with this. He got five
felony counts,
And-
2 misdemeanors.
Okay, so if they get him with any of them,
I don't know if the misdemeanor
I
itself.
don't think the misdemeanor disqualifies him.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
felonious. It's got to be a felony.
The felonies. Yeah, they gotta get him on one of the felonies.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the way it works. I didn't know. I mean, it's kind of new ground to me. I guess we got loophole over here. He knows all about it, so.
Right? Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy the way they can just get that How do they get it expedited right to the top?
You file an emergency motion hearing, emergency motion for hearing.
Okay.
And the judge either grants or denies. In this case, as Pat said, it serves the best interest of the public to go ahead and grant that emergency hearing because we have a timetable that we're limited to. We want to get this resolved as soon as possible.
And we're still at 60 days, though, right? They hadn't extended.
He has not extended it yet. Not that I've read.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all we know at this point in time. So carry on. I guess we need to jump to a quick break. Got a lot to talk about. I reckon. We got Trump. I reckon he went over to China. We got some big news in China. How about that? So we'll talk about that on the other side. All righty, we're back with you, Trump. I reckon he went and met with China. He's cut their tariffs with XI. How do you say his name?
XI. You just said it correctly.
Oh, did you say XI?
That's what they call him. XI.
XI.
They call him 11 for short. Isn't that like Roman numeral 11? XI.
I don't know.
It is. Yes.
Is that the way you pronounce it? XI?
No, it's Xi.
Xi.
How do you get G out of XI? Xi?
You have to ask a Chinaman.
Xi. Yeah, I know. I went to watch Gutfeld last night, and it wasn't on because that was a live broadcast of him and Xi meeting there in Korea and going to their big trade meeting, which was like an hour and 40 minutes apparently, and made some good headway.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, so I reckon now Trump is going to cut China's imports, tariffs. Okay, the tariffs. What is it? He's cutting 20%.
Going from he's cutting it by 10 points.
Okay, what does that mean? 10 points.
Well, if an item has a 20% tariff, it will now have a 10% tariff.
Okay, so they're doing that, and this is
I
because
thought it was going back to
an agreement. Because
the initial
everything
tariff was-
allegedly, definitely know all the fentanyl is coming from China, right? Allegedly,
the tariff
definitely.
rate was being
Yeah.
cut back to
So I guess the
15%.
breakthrough there is that the Chinese Communist Party put out here recently that they had no idea about any of this fentanyl crisis coming from them, and they had no part of it.
Right.
And so to have them admit yesterday that, okay, apparently there is some kind of reality to that, and they're going to work to curb that and keep it from coming here. That's a pretty big move.
They're gonna work very hard.
Yeah.
Well,
Work
yeah, I'm
very
gonna tell
Well,
you
that's
something.
pretty good. That's pretty good for working very hard against something they claimed that didn't exist a few weeks ago.
I think Trump, I'll be honest with you. I think me and Trump think sometime a lot alike because when he come back from the meeting with XI Injing or a guy or whatever his name is, X-Man, the
X-I
X-Man, whatever, he said, we're going to restart nuclear weapons test. How about that?
Mhm.
How about that?
So he's doing that
what
because
what are we actually testing?
Nuclear bombs, dude. We're going to blow some stuff up.
Okay, we've had nuclear weapons since the 40s.
Yeah.
Don't we know how they work by now?
Yeah, but testing,
Yeah, we need to
What
make
are we testing?
making sure they still work.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't tested anything since 1992.
Yeah.
I've
What?
done like 2 different careers since then. Yeah, 1992 was the last nuclear test in America. September 13th.
So we quit doing it, but the thing
1992.
is that you got Russia and China.
Oh,
They're actively testing them. So Trump's basically saying we have to step it up and meet them at parity. And if they're going to do it, then we are too.
I think it
So,
comes down
so
to
we're building nuclear weapons so that we can
blow them up.
use them, so we can test them to make sure they work.
Yes.
Well,
Is
I'm
that,
gonna
is that
tell
what
you
you're?
Yes. Okay, Pat. Did your daddy not ever tell you get your ducks in a row? I mean, you got to get your ducks in a row, dude.
Okay,
know,
so
I mean,
so
you know,
all the nuclear weapons that we have in our nuclear stockpile, we're not sure if they work unless we test them. And if we
Well-
test them, then we don't have a stockpile.
It's not about
Then
whether
we
they
build
work or
them.
not. It's demonstrating capability. It's no different than having.
So it
military
really
exercise.
isn't a test. It's saber rattling.
That's
right?
exactly what it
Yeah.
is. That's
Thank
precisely
you.
what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
That's what it
it's still good and the good because you need to test them, Pat. You need to make sure. It's like when you get a bottle rocket or something and it don't go off. It'd be
Right.
like, dang.
Then you sit there and look at it. You look at it. And you're like, why isn't this going off?
Hey, go out there, go out there, make sure the wires connected right.
Yeah,
It didn't go
done it.
off.
Use your lighter and you can see better.
Yeah, let's go. Somebody go get us a nose.
But yeah,
Hurry.
man. But Pat, that's exactly it. Saber rattling. That's exactly what it is. You know,
Yeah,
it's just a
it's-
little demonstration of power.
A rose by any other name would still smell as sweet. Would it not?
It would.
Would it
Yeah, now you're talking. I don't know what you just said, but it sounded good.
He's quoting the Capulets and Montagues, my friend.
Oh yeah,
Shakespeare,
the
baby.
Capilio Montes. I loved him in that movie. But Can't Catch Me or what was it?
Catch me if you can.
Catch Me If You Can. I loved him in that movie. That was great.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man, no doubt. So what are we getting? Are we getting some rare earth stuff too? Rare
Yeah, we
earth.
get some rare earth.
What the heck is rare earth?
Those are the things we're using for our batteries, for one
Battery.
deal.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so it's going to extend for a year now. China's going to not do they were going to curb it and limit how much rare earth materials were going out to the world, specifically U.S.
Right.
So now they're going to drop that, and for the next year, we're going to renegotiate here in a year.
And don't forget the soybeans.
And the
Soybeans.
They're going to buy American soybeans.
and sorghum too.
And
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Ah,
Sorghum as
Blairsville,
well.
baby.
There it is.
Nice. Let's up our exports in Blairsville.
There you go.
Soybeans. All right. We got all that covered, I reckon. So yeah.
You're tired of that.
No.
Back to sheriff talk. Just kidding.
So we got a major deal with South Korea too. All this tariff stuff is not working, Pat. Remember, it's not working. It's just not going to work. It's just terrible. You remember that, Pat?
Results, Stephen.
Is it working?
Let's see the results.
Is it working?
I see what they say the agreements are. Let's see what the reality is.
I don't know. Invest $600 billion in U.S. energy is what I understand. This says $600 billion.
That's a good number.
That's a pretty good
I'll
chunk
take
of
that.
change.
That's not new money.
What do you mean not new money? That's
It's-
$600 billion bucks.
It's what their investment was planned to be. They just added it all up and said, look at what we're doing for you.
And
Okay.
unlike the early morning shows, the morning dish will now bring in a nuclear ammunition
Ammunition.
What?
We can't pronounce it,
I'm
but they're a
trying.
big deal.
Tester specialist named Steve. Is that right?
Yes.
We needed
We have
another
a fourth.
Steve.
Yeah.
so-
Oh,
Can we
good
give you a
morning,
nickname?
Steve,
Can we give him
man.
a nickname?
No, ain't it funny how everybody that's really smart's named Steve? What do you tell us
Hey,
now?
well,
You're a
you-
nuclear bomb
might-
blower upper dude.
Yeah, you might remember that my wife came in there years ago. She was the banana bread lady from California.
Oh, why is she not bringing some more banana bread?
Because you didn't hire her.
Oh, is that what it was?
Anyway, no, you can tell Pat you do not have to fire a nuclear weapon to test it.
Oh, you
There's
kidding?
several testing procedures. Several testing procedures.
They aren't nearly as
Mechanical-
fun though.
Both mechanical, electronic, computer. No, and you can tell they're 100% functional, or if there are any reasons they're not going to function properly, you don't have to fire them to do that.
But
So
don't
they're
they-
not really doing nuclear testing. They're testing components.
No, they are testing conflagration. They're testing how much energy and the damage that is caused, the burst radius and things like that. And those are all now computer modeled.
Really? So it's all like
Yeah,
AI.
so it's not really nuclear testing.
Right. It's testing in a sense of functionality.
So now,
Yeah.
Serviceability. Now things like what Russia's doing, where they're actually blowing them. That's just show off.
That's your
That's
saber
okay.
rattling. Yeah.
Exactly. Look what we've got. Anybody that's actually firing them and letting the explosion be seen is the other side, and they're just showing off.
so now, did you build nuclear bombs?
Did not build them. No, I inspected them.
Oh, did you really?
Oh,
I
wow.
bet that was fun. Did you have to wear like a crash helmet or something when you went in there?
Did you have to have like a hammer and knock it? And
I
then
had
like,
a hammer. Got to knock it. I got to knock it, and if it doesn't go off, then I put an unserviceable sticker on it. Yep.
Hey, we need some of them. We need some of them stickers, unserviceable. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So now, how are you still doing that? Or are you retired or what?
No, I'm retired.
Well, that's really
good
cool.
for you.
Yeah.
And you're here to talk about it. Amen.
Yeah, survived.
So how in the world did you ever get started testing nuclear bombs? They're like, okay, you're going to be the guy
Well,
that tests the bombs.
it was part of my job in the military.
Right. Well, that's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
You
So
know,
here's a weird question for
oh,
you.
if it's coming from Topper, that's definitely weird.
This
First
is
of all,
serious.
what's his race? White.
Since-
You're a white man. And
First of
you're
all,
testing-
yeah, you sound white, so I have to ask this question. No, so you did this
I
nuclear.
sound white. I have a white accent.
Yeah, you get a white accent. So listen now. So the other day we had Gary Chapman on here. We quickly started talking about UFOs and aliens. Now, when people are at our nuclear arsenals, there's always been these reports over the years that the military has had these run-ins with strange lights and things, and potential
Yeah.
UFOs over nuclear
Right.
test sites. Do you have any knowledge on this? Tell us.
Spill it.
It's anecdotal. I've not personally, not myself personally, no, but other people that I've talked to, sure.
Yeah.
So you've heard what I'm talking about. is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Isn't there an alien spacecraft on its way to the United States or to the world right now?
Well, they're still calling it. They're still just calling it a space object.
A space thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Technically.
they have it has a number designation, which they do to everything.
It's going to be funny when a bunch of rednecks show up in that thing.
Billy Bob.
Hey, how y'all
Got
doing?
more bush light.
Come check y'all out. I don't know, man. I think that's pretty cool that you did that. I just, I go back to thinking back, we used to have the dog guy on here all the time, and he trained dogs, for police.
Right.
Yeah.
And you had like
I saw him at the gym the other
hold
day.
on a minute. You had like the medical, they had the marijuana dog, and you had the cocaine dog,
Yeah.
and then you had the bomb,
The bomb
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'd be bad to be the dog sitting there and they say, okay, you're going to be the bomb dog.
No,
I don't
what
wanna
I do?
I don't want to be the marijuana dog.
Thomas, I won't pee on the fire hydrant anymore.
Nope, you're the bomb dog. The bomb dog. All right, man, we got to get to a break.
Hey, thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,
yeah,
Steve.
y'all come see us and bring us some of that.
Nano bread.
Yeah, daggum right. All right, folks. All righty, folks, we're fixing to go down a rabbit hole. I reckon Erica Kirk delivered a faith-filled tribute to her late husband at Ole Miss, and I reckon, we talked to Gary Chapman yesterday at the end of the show, and we kind of brought this thing up. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going on with this,
Man.
and it kind of makes you scratch your head a little bit, and then Lupo's been up all night long on this, so what have you got?
Man, my drummer Sammy, man, he forwarded me this video.
Okay, it comes from a drummer.
It comes from a
Let's go
drummer,
back
so
to
let's take that with a grain of salt, right
go
then and there. But yeah, so there's these researchers, Ian Carroll and Sam Parker, and what they did, they went on to Google, they checked Google Trends, and they started just checking out Google searches from around the world. And right around the middle of July, there were some weird Google searches that came up, and they originated in, of all places, Israel. And the searches were for things like Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy is Charlie Kirk's former chief of staff, and there's more about him to come later.
Right, that's the one that I was talking about that actually picked the phone up and
Yeah.
walked around behind and just
Yeah.
nonchalantly. And,
Yeah.
And then the other guy got up there and actually did a live video of himself.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Other searches. Tyler James Robinson was on July 20th. Why would someone in Israel Google Tyler James Robinson, some 20-something-year-old kid that doesn't do anything? In late July and early August, again from Israel, a Google search for W925S Orem, Utah Woods was entered, which is significant because that is the exact address where the rifle was found. Let's see. They
So
also,
let me ask you something. How do you get this? How do you get that from Google search?
they check the Google Trend.
Okay.
Yeah. The Google Trend APIs and public IP logs. They put all their searches in chronological order. They noticed that these searches were like one-offs. Like there was like one or two people searching for this. It wasn't like a massive trend of people talking about it in the news. They were unnaturally clustered. The FBI has not rebuffed any of this to date so far. But let's keep going. Other things that were searched: Timpanogos Regional Hospital, which is the hospital that treated Charlie Kirk when he died. That was interesting because that's not a trauma hospital. That's just a regional hospital, and you'd think a gunshot wound would wind up at a trauma hospital.
Well, I
But
think
it
they
did. It
did. They
went to
not
a
load him
regional
up in the SUV
in an
and
SUV.
took off as hard as they could. I'd have been.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that. I'd have went to the first medical center I could find.
Okay, fair enough. Other Google searches were Dr. Lee Trotter and Dr. Robert Patterson, who incidentally treated Charlie Kirk
Right.
when he passed. Catherine Nestor, who is Tyler Robinson's attorney. Utah Valley University and the Losi Center, which is the site where he was assassinated. And Hunter Kozak, who's the guy who was asking the question when Charlie Kirk was shot. All of these Google searches came out between the middle of July and the beginning of August.
Right.
So what's interesting? What happened in the middle of July? Okay, well, and from July 11th to 13th, Turning Point USA had an event in Tampa, and Tucker Carlson was there.
Right.
And this is when Tucker Carlson came out speaking out against Israel. He said that Epstein was Mossad. He wanted to revoke the U.S. citizenship of any Americans who served in the Israeli military. He accused Israel of undue influence over U.S. politics. And Charlie Kirk, he didn't condemn it. He didn't retract it. He didn't come out and speak out against it.
Right.
All the pro-Israel conservatives, of course, thought that was very anti-Semitic, and they were outraged. So now all of these searches come out. And then on September 10th, of course, is when it happened. And that's when things get really weird. Like,
well, now you said something about did not the chief of staff of the guy with the phone, did he not quit or resign or something with that?
he did. And that's where things get weird. So,
Right.
so like you mentioned, Steve, literally 0.7 seconds after the shot rang out, Mikey McCoy grabbed his cell phone and started talking. And he turned around, put his left finger in his ear and his right hand on his phone, turns around and starts walking casually away.
Yeah.
Casually away.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is pandemonium. Everything else is chaos. People are screaming and running and everything. And he's just walking away on the phone.
Now here's something that I don't know if you looked into that. He actually, what I found out, he made the call a minute and 45 seconds before the shot.
They saw, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Candace Owens went in and looked at that and said, listen, in 0.7 seconds, it's impossible to place a phone
Right.
call. Even if you have speed dial, like
Mm-hmm.
it's just impossible. Right. So the only other explanation is he was on the phone already. So they went back and they checked video footage prior. And it turns out, as you said, he was on the phone about a minute and 45 seconds prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that explains why he was able to quickly pull the phone up. But
he held the phone down until after the shot.
That's when you see him raise it. So now it gets really weird. So Mikey McCoy's dad is Pastor Rob McCoy.
Right.
And he spoke and he said that Mikey called him the minute Charlie was shot.
Right.
Okay. We know that he was on the phone for a minute and 45 seconds before he was shot. We didn't see him place another call after he was shot. So that's a little weird. On that phone call, apparently Mikey told his dad that Charlie was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that happened in the minute Charlie was shot, Charlie was not pronounced dead until 3:17 p.m.
But you also had the second guy, the one I was talking about that filmed himself. He was over
That's
there
right. He
saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
right. He filmed himself.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of helping Charlie or anything, he ran away and filmed himself.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing Mikey McCoy's dad said was that his son had blood all over his clothing.
That was false.
His son was wearing a white shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and multiple camera angles showed zero blood on that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And more than that, if you look at the video, Mikey wasn't even standing next to Charlie Kirk when he was shot. He was standing like behind it. He was standing outside the tent.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no blood on him.
Well, there's a lot of questions to be asked. So what are we coming up with on this? Has anybody got any figures and angles of what this is all about?
Well, Charlie Kirk, he is on camera telling people that he was kind of done, or he was in the text message that was shown. He said he was pretty much done supporting Israel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he told people that he thought Israel would kill him. I mean, he's on camera saying that if he
But he said a long time ago.
He said he's got to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to say certain things. It's like, what,
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that, but I do know he said that this is
on
going
his
to be
show.
the death of him.
Yeah.
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 So why is that?
I don't know, but well, probably if that was before July 11th, then okay, he's been having some changes of hearts with regard to Israel since before then. But it seems to me like all this happened at that Turning Point event in Tampa. When Tucker came out and started speaking against Israel, Charlie seemed to support that, and that's when all the Google searches started happening in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that happened before July 11th and before the Turning Point event, but if that was the spark, man, it's possible that this was a.
But you said something earlier. You
hit.
said that it was that you didn't want to say that, or you said that a lot of people saw that as anti-Semitic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What does that mean?
As against the Jewish people. Yeah, a lot of people thought.
So we can't criticize a government formed in 1949 without being anti-Semitic.
Well, therein lies the rub, and that was Charlie's whole point. Was listen, I'm not against the Jewish people. If you ever heard me speak, I know the Talmud, I know the Torah, I know all of this.
Why don't you look up what the Talmud says about where Jesus is?
Yeah, well, yeah, but at any rate, he's always quoting the Old Testament. He knows a lot about Judaism. It's not the people, it's the government that he was speaking out against, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it as anti-Semitic. I see it as anti-policies of the Israeli government, as you said, was born in 1949 or whatever.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you something else. During that's one of the things kind of throwed me off a little bit when they was having the memorial. His wife got up there, and I'm not saying anything negative about her. I mean, she's in a bad spot, but she didn't look. I mean, the crying didn't look real to me. I mean, it really didn't. And so I asked a guy that I know that's pretty good on body language stuff, and he seems to think that she was possibly was tranquilized or had some kind of drug or something, which might explain that.
That could be.
So I don't know. What do you think, Pat? You're awful quiet.
I don't know what is the conclusion we're coming to here, because this is the most convoluted thing I ever heard.
It's very convoluted.
Are we saying that Israel assassinated Charlie Kirk? Is that what we're saying?
Not definitively, but we're saying that. I will tell you this: that 24 hours ago, I thought it was a lone gunman.
Right.
Today, I'm not so sure.
Right.
Okay, if that is the case, why did they not take out Tucker Carlson?
Because Tucker Carlson is not leading Turning Point USA. Tucker Carlson's already been fired from Fox. He has his own following on
Tucker
YouTube.
Carlson's podcast have a lot larger following than Turning Point?
I think Turning Point, I don't know. I mean, honestly, you go down to, of course, it could be something else. I don't know. It could be something else. But I think Turning Point USA, the main thing that a lot of the people were upset about that were against it was the fact that he was going to the colleges and getting these young college kids to start thinking for themselves instead of thinking what everybody tells them to think. And I think that's a big deal, because that's where they brainwash your kids.
Yeah.
And then that's where we get all this woke crap. And I think he was making a turning point, and I think it's growing now. I just hope this part don't hurt.
I think this is tinfoil hat stuff. I've read through all this. You guys are talking about that. I mean, I honestly do. So you hear it, folks out there, 20,000 listeners. Topper thinks tinfoil hat conspiracy. I do. I mean, yeah, this is all neat. You can piece all these little things that look like evidence together. But I think at the end of the day, the fact is that nut job kid with his furry transgender boyfriend, girlfriend is the one that did it. He had an axe to grind because of that. And that's the sad truth. Some moron took out the life of a great man leading a great cause because of some little petty nonsense that he believed with his goofy relationship.
Well, I'm telling
you, that's what happened. And
okay, we got it right there. It's done. That's what happened. No question.
I'm
Next
serious.
topic.
It's interesting that these little conspiracy theories are interesting. And it's not to say that some of the conspiracy theories that we buy into don't have some truth behind
I
them and
think
other
there's a
subjects.
little
But I
bit
think,
to this, man.
but I think
don't-
in this, I think this is off base and this wackadoodle.
So
That's
how
what
do
I
you-
think.
How do you explain the
Wackadoodle?
Google? How do you explain the Google searches that happened
I
months
think,
before?
look, I think it's a big world. And I think you could probably pull evidence of all kind of things like that. I bet right now you can find out that somebody on the planet was researching you last month for who knows what reason. If you were to get killed today, some other nut could say, "Oh, look, this person was researching him. I bet that they had it out for him."
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Okay.
think this is a
Well,
lot
I
of.
have to- well, I
I'll
have
give you
things.
one. I'll give you one. But Mikey McCoy, Tyler James Robinson, W925 South Orin,
Let me
Utah
tell you the
Woods,
sad- here's the sad thing.
Timpanogos Regional Hospital, Dr. Lee Trotter, Dr.
That-
Robert
that's
Patterson,
great. Look,
Catherine
it's a big
Nestor,
world. Look,
Utah
there's a-
Valley University, Losi
there
Center,
are
Hunter
lots-
Kozak.
There are
10.
lots of coincidences. But
10.
here's the sad part. The sad
10.
part is this: it doesn't matter
10.
if I'm 100% right, and the FBI and everybody else comes out and they're absolutely truthful and they have all the evidence in the world that idiot kid's the one that did this, and that's the end of the story. This conspiracy now is going to live on forever, and there's always going to be a group of people like, nope, that's not what happened. It was really some Israeli conspiracy, blah blah blah.
Okay.
That's
let
what's
me, tell you,
always
this.
gonna be
Let
out
me
there.
tell you this, sir. Hold on just a minute there, Topper. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and so far we've been proven right every
Go
single
ahead.
time.
You have. Well, go ahead and cite your examples of being proven right on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go.
COVID came
Yeah,
from.
Go.
Laptop.
Look,
Yeah.
Epstein,
look,
Alex
COVID,
Acosta.
look,
COVID.
look, citing the fact that COVID was created, man-made and created in a lab is not a conspiracy theory. That's factual. It was known to be
wasn't.
factual.
It was
conspiracy
not.
at the
No.
time.
It was
wasn't.
no. They
It
knew
was
it. They
not.
knew it initially. Then they backed out and said, "No, that's not what it was." And then they've come back, and our own government now has said the evidence points toward that being a fact. So
Yeah.
we always knew it was the case. The libtards try to make it different for a while.
I
Okay,
love
but
this.
are you a Fed plant? Are you a Fed?
No, I'm reality based.
He looks like
Fed.
a Fed. He looks like a Fed. No.
Fed.
Oh, Lord, he looks like a Fed.
Hey, Stephen,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
going to have to do better background checks on people before you invite them onto your show.
Oh,
We can't have people in the studio that disagree with you.
all right, it's time for the giving somebody's stuff away. We love giving somebody else's stuff away. So what are we giving away
It
today?
is that day, man. It's Logan Turnpike.
Oh, we love Logan Turnpike Meal. Y'all listen out there. If you're listening from California out there and you'd like some Logan Turnpike Meal, just go to the website. They can mail it to you. You can't get no better than that, can you?
No.
Rick, we got anybody from California listening? I just wonder. All right, what's the question, Pat? Well, the number is 706-379-9770, 706-379-9770. What's the question, Pat?
This week was the dedication, the anniversary of the dedication of the Statue of Liberty. So we have a Statue of Liberty trivia question. What New York tradition was started at the 1886 dedication of the Statue of Liberty?
All right, give us a call, 706-379-9770. Ask that one more time, Pat, just in case they wasn't listening.
What New York tradition was started at the 1886 dedication of the Statue of Liberty?
All right, we'll catch you on the other side. Give us a call. All right, we got anybody on the teletype machine there?
Not yet. Phone lines are open.
Phone lines are open.
379-9770.
Y'all do not want to miss out on winning that.
No, you don't.
That is pretty cool.
I would argue we'll throw a parade for the winner, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, how about this, man? This is unreal. I reckon they're saying that death threats against the ICE officers soared 8,000%.
Good Lord, man.
8,000? Ain't that against the law?
Well, I mean, apparently not, because didn't someone just get acquitted for doing that for threatening to kill ICE members like online, and it's to kill Trump online, and he was acquitted, and they said, and this day everyone's threatening to kill Trump online. Like that's okay? I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
That's crazy. 8,000% though. That's a lot of folks.
A lot of folks.
Are they legal folks or illegal ones? Oh, we can't call them illegal aliens anymore. What are they called?
Undocumented residents or something like that.
You just can't call them that in Chicago.
Yeah, is that what it is? And then we got Pakistan. They threatened to obliterate Taliban after peace talks failed. What do you know about that, man?
I know that there is an offshoot of the Taliban called the Pakistani Taliban in Afghanistan, and they've been attacking the Pakistani people. So yeah, there's problems going on.
Ain't none of them get along. What is this question here? You read that?
Yeah, I don't know what the
3AI,
is that 3I or 3L Atlas?
I think it's 3I Atlas.
I'll have to look that up and give you an answer tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he'll do that. He's a lawyer.
Research 3I Atlas.
Yeah, you got all that.
I'll have my secretary get on that.
Whoa, Lord of mercy.
Oh, I don't have a secretary anymore.
Pat, let me ask you something. Did you enjoy the fact that that Topper and Lupo were going at it and it wasn't you and Gary?
I did enjoy it. It was nice to, but I had no idea what you guys were talking about. I think you owe it to the audience to display, kind of give the context before you get into the
Well,
conspiracy.
You see what Pat's doing right now, though? Pat just did what I did. 10. It was 10. 10 examples.
It's like that with you every day. You don't understand anything we're talking about at all.
That's kind of true, Steven. That's you're absolutely right. Let's say
spaceship headed towards
yeah, okay,
Earth.
so
let's
that-
change the word understand to agree with, and yeah, that's it. You nailed it.
What do you know about the spaceship headed towards Earth?
I know that some people think.
No, I'm asking Pat. Let's see what he knows.
Oh, okay.
Pat,
I don't know. You got to tell me the context. There's a spaceship
there's a
headed for Earth.
spaceship.
Where is it coming from? Why is it headed to Earth? When is it expected to arrive?
He's coming to get Bud Light. I don't know.
You got to ask the what, why, what, when, where, and how.
Well, okay, you obviously don't know anything about it.
Cecilia just texted me on a different note here. She said that she sends some of the cornmeal to California, and they make cornbread for the Californians out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
So Californians are getting
Really?
some of that,
Right.
that Logan Turnpike
Probably
goodness?
Probably a red area, red
Yeah, it's
district
gotta
in
be.
California.
Yeah.
Mhm. How about that? That is cool.
You know what I'll never forget about the whole grit thing? Even back when we had the '96 Olympics here in Georgia, they had this big special on the Atlanta news about grits and what are grits and all the different versions of it, because the world was coming here and they're trying to showcase Georgia food. But the things that they were serving on the TV show, it had like every kind of like spice and herbs and vegetables on top and all this kind of nonsense. I'm like, I've never seen a grit like that in my entire life. But that was what they tried to convince people of. So I'm wondering if that's what they're doing in California when
Yeah.
they get our stuff. If they like Californicate it into something entirely different than Logan Turnpike grits.
You
What do
do
you
look
think?
like a Fed. I'll be honest with you.
You think I look like a Fed?
That's what you
I'm
got.
sorry. I just can't get it out of my mind.
That's it. I'm a
He's a-
plant. I'm a Fed plant.
He's a Fed player.
I'm with you, Loophole. Once you start going down that rabbit hole,
Man,
you can't go
you're
back.
done. You're done. Yeah.
Golly,
Man.
guys.
Well, I'd like to know. Would you not like to know?
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff goes on in the world. Of course, I kind of trust the FBI right now, and the CIA, and the ACLU, and what's the other?
Wait, you
number?
trust the ACLU?
He's rattling stuff off.
You
He's like
trust
the FDA.
Southern Poverty Law Center.
Yeah, yeah.
Rattling off of
There's-
acronyms.
There's consistency for you. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh man, Who's gonna
Which
feed
way
all
is the wind blowing, Mr. Wheat?
Who's gonna feed all the lawyers now that the government shut down?
Oh man, we're
Think
on
about
our own.
them, man.
We're
We
on
got
our
that
own.
poor old
Need that
IRS dude up there selling hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got a caller. Yeah.
Randall Winsek.
Hey,
Yeah.
Randall, what's going on?
Hey, doing good. Enjoying the show.
So, what do you know about the spaceship coming to Earth?
Well, I just looked it up actually because I'm kind of into biblical end times.
Yeah.
And the Book of Revelation says an asteroid will hit the Earth after the rapture.
Right.
So, this isn't the one apparently.
I think this is loaded down a bunch of rednecks.
Yeah, I'm still here. So anyway, what it is, it's yesterday it passed closest to the Earth it'll get, and
Oh, they ain't gonna
it's
stop.
like on the other side of the sun right now.
It ain't gonna
So,
stop.
Just doing drive-through pickup, like the beer barn.
We had all them folks back years ago that, they actually thought that they were going to catch on that comet. Remember that? And they all
That's
killed
right.
themselves.
Hellbot.
Yeah.
Hellbot.
And that was so weird. They had like $1.25 each of them in their wallet.
Hey, you're going to have to answer the question right quick before we run out of time.
I think it was the New York World's Fair.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh,
That's not it. Oh,
No.
wow.
Had to do with the parade.
Hey, that's the winning music. What is that?
The only other thing I could think of was when they dropped the ball in Times Square.
No.
And they applied that to New Year's.
Most people look this stuff up on Google before they call.
Well, let me give you a hint. Let me give you a hint. If I know it's not going to happen this year, but if the Yankees were in the World Series and if they were to win, what would happen?
A Macy's Day Parade.
No, it's got a different name. It's got
Oh, wow. I don't know. I've been a Southern boy most of my life.
If the Atlanta Braves were to win the World Series, what would they get? What would Atlanta do?
They would not.
Oh, a ticker tape parade?
Hey, you're a winner.
And it couldn't happen in Atlanta because the ticker tape, that is what the stock prices are printed on.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Got it for
Yeah.
it.
Thank you, honey.
No, she wins, not you.
Let's just hope I was right about the asteroid thing in outer space. Right.
I was hoping that thing's gonna stop. See, you've been a Southern boy most of your life. When you wasn't a Southern boy, what was you?
Oh, born in Ohio. Family of farmers.
Oh, you ain't
Yeah,
around
that's
here.
right.
So is JD Vance.
What's your wife's name?
Bobby
Bobby. And
Roberta.
what her last name is
Roberta.
what? Winsick?
Harding. We just
Harding. I'm sending her name to Cecilia so she can share with you if she allows it.
If she so chooses.
oh.
Yeah. All right,
What
we're
you
out of
got,
here.
Bobby? Anything?
Yeah,
No, she's got nothing too.
She'll give you like a grit. Like
All
one
right.
grit.
we're out of
I
here.
got one grit. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll talk to y'all bright and early in the morning.